Hey everybody, David the AI Guide here. Welcome to another episode. Thanks so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Also, be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We have the occasional article published on Medium. And finally, support us on Patreon. We really need your help so that we can keep expanding, bringing you more resources to help protect your future in an AI-dominated work world, and also do live events and attend the top conferences in the world on AI. All of this can be helped through your contributions. So please consider it, and we really appreciate that. So we have talked about what we're going to talk about today before, and it's brain-computer interface. And I'm very happy to say that this is a topic on the happy side of AI because the world is going to change rapidly this decade for people with disabilities. So this particular article is talking about how the FDA has just approved a brain-computer interface for testing at a hospital in New York City on 6 patients who are paralyzed. And the goal of this BCI, brain-computer interface, is to restore movement and mobility to these patients. And so the interface will link thoughts to stimulators that will stimulate these folks' neurons in the paralyzed part of their body, and hopefully they will regain movement. This is the first device of this type, BCI, that the FDA has approved, even ahead of Elon Musk's Neuralink and other companies. This particular company, which is called Synchron, this company is ahead of the curve on this. So what does this mean for people with disabilities? Well, in this first example, it means regaining your mobility. Based on other things that I have read recently about restoration of function in paralyzed patients, this is going to happen. It's not an if, it's a when. And AI plays a central role in this because AI can help make sure that the signals go at the right time to the right place to facilitate the correct body movements. And so this is a breakthrough. If you have a disability and you're quadriplegic, which means that you don't have control of your arms and legs, think about what partial restoration of movement even means for these folks. It means being able to feed yourself again, being able to go shopping and pick things up and take them to the register, which those are going away. That's a different topic. But you gain so much independence. So this is a godsend for people with paralysis and other disabilities that interfere with their movement. We can think about other types of disabilities that will benefit from this technology as well. And then there is another company in Australia whose device has already been approved for testing, and they're testing it on 4 patients. And these patients, this particular BCI is really to allow thoughts to control devices, not their limbs. So this device that's in testing, the people in Australia, the patients, have been able to use their computer, write emails, send text messages, and do things like this. This is a breakthrough for them. It allows them independence of communication with other people other than verbally, right? And if you're paralyzed from the neck down, it's not like you can hold a phone or anything. Someone has to bring you the phone. dial it for you, do all this stuff. There is voice command, of course, now, but it's very interesting that these BCIs will greatly benefit people with disabilities. And that's going to make the world a better place. It's going to give folks who have been in bad accidents or have a neurological degenerative disease their independence again. And this is going to happen this decade. In fact, the Australian company, which begins with an S too, I'll link the article so you can look these companies up, has said that they expect to be able to have their device for sale in 3 to 5 years. That's mid-decade for being able to control devices with your thoughts. Obviously, this is going to translate down the road to all people as an option. Once it hits scale and the price gets cheaper and the motivation isn't as powerful as regaining function over body parts that don't work anymore, everyone's going to jump on this because you won't have to do things manually anymore. You won't have to type on computer keyboards. It's even better than speech with thought. This is coming, and it's almost here. So thanks a lot for careers. Look, they're going to need people to assist folks with disabilities while they regain their function, and you can be trained to do this kind of job in the future. This is like a very specialized kind of home health aide or something like that. These are the kind of jobs that are not going to disappear. Home health aides, home assistants, folks like that, because the human touch is required when it comes to personal care of a person, taking them to the bathroom, bathing, stuff like this. And how compassionate of a career. So more food for thought job-wise for you folks that will be protected in the long term from AI. So thanks so much. Thanks for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and share. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Also Medium, articles, and support us on Patreon. We'd really appreciate it. Thanks and take care. Have a great day.